Turkey has successfully test-fired its first hypersonic missile. The air-to-surface missile was fired from...
ቱርክ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት ሆነች። ከዚህ ቀደም የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት የሆኑት ራሺያ፣ ቻይና እና አሜሪካ ሲሆኑ ቱርክ በቅርቡ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት መሆኗን አናድሉ ዘግቧል። ቱርክ በአውሮፓ ከኔቶ አባል ሀገራት ምናልባት ከአሜሪካ ቀጥሎ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት የሆነችው ሁለተኛው ሀገር ናት። ይህ ከዚህ ቀደም የተለያዩ ሀገራት የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት ለመሆን ሙከራ አድርገው ነበር። ለአብነት ያክል ፈረንሳይ፣ ጀርመን፣ ጃፓን፣ ሰሜን ኮሪያ የመሳሰሉ ሀገራት በተለያዩ ጊዜ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ሙከራ ያደረጉ ቢሆንም በተሳካ ሁኔታ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት ሳይሆኑ ቀርተዋል። ከአውሮፓ ቱርክ የመጀመሪያው ሀገር የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት በመሆኗ ለኔቶ አባል ሀገራት ትልቅ ዜና ሆኖላቸዋል። እንደሚታወቀው የቱርክ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤትነት ለራሺያ ከፍተኛ ድንጋጤን ፈጥሯል ሲል መረጃ ያበረክታል። የቱርክ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት በተለይ ለራሺያ ስጋት ምንጭ የሆነው ራሺያ በጥቁር ባህር አካባቢ ያላት የጂኦስትራቴጂክ ጥቅሟን እንዳታስጠብቅ ያደርጋታል የሚል መላምትም አለ። ለመሆኑ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ምንድነው? ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ከድምጽ ፍጥነት 10 እጥፍ የሚሆን ነው እነ ራሺያ በለጸጉት። ቱርክ ባለቤት የሆነችው እስከ 2000 ኪሎ ሜትር ራዲየስ የሚጓዝ ሲሆን የድምጽ ፍጥነት 5 እጥፍ የሚያክል ነው። ከዚህ በፊት በድሮን ቴክኖሎጂ እንዲሁም በሚሳኤል ቴክኖሎጂ አዳዲስ ግኝቶችን እያስታወቀች ያለችበት ሁኔታ ነበር ያለው። አሁን ላይ ደግሞ ይህ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት መሆኗ ያደገ የመጣው የኢንዱስትሪዋ በተለይ የሚሊተሪ ወታደራዊ ኢንዱስትሪዋ ምን ያህል እምርት እንደሆነ ያሳያል። እንግዲህ ከዚህ ቀደም ቱርክ የአምስተኛ ትውልድ ጀት የጦር ጀትን ጨምሮ ድሮኖችን በማምረት ለ108 ሀገራት በመላክ ላይ ትገኛለች። የጦር መሳሪያ ማቅረብ ላይ ትገኛለች። አሁን የተሰማው ዜና በተለይ ለራሺያ ትልቅ ስጋት እንደሆነ የተገለጸው ምክንያቱም የሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት ራሺያ ነበረች ቀድማ የሃይፐርሶኒክ ባለቤት የሆነችው ከዛ ቻይና እና ራሺያ ባለፈው ወር የሞከሩት ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል እንግዲህ የድምጽና 10 እጥፍ ፍጥነት ያለው ነው። ቱርክ 5 እጥፍ የድምጽና 5 እጥፍ የሚያክል ፍጥነት ያለው ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ያስታወቀችው። ከዚህ በፊት እንደሚታወቀው አሜሪካ በተለያየ ጊዜ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት ለመሆን የተለያየ ጊዜ ሙከራ አድርጋ ከሽፎባታል። በቅርቡ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት የሆነችው በሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ሌሎች ሀገራትም ያበለጸጉ ያሉ አሉ። እንደ ሰሜን ኮሪያ፣ ጃፓን ሙከራ እያደረጉ ይገኛሉ። ሆኖም ህንድም ጨምሮ ሆኖም እንግዲህ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት በሙከራ ላይ ናቸው እንጂ ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ባለቤት አይደሉም። እንግዲህ ቱርክ ያስታወቀችው ሃይፐርሶኒክ ሚሳኤል ምናልባት አሁን ያለውን በተለይ ዘመናዊ የጦር ስልት ወይም ዘመናዊ ጦርነትን በመቀየር ረገድ ትልቅ አስተዋጽኦ ይኖራል ነው የሚባለው። በተለይ በኔቶ አባል ሀገራት በመሆኗ ቱርክ እንደ ራሺያ ያሉ ሀገራት የሚደርስባቸውን ጥቃት ከመመከት አኳያ በተለይ በጥቁር ባህር አካባቢ ራሺያ ያላትን የጂኦስትራቴጂክ ፍላጎትን እንድትገድብ ያደርጋታል።
Hypersonic missiles are the ground zero of the future defense architecture. A technological breakthrough that reaches at least 5 times the speed of sound, disabling traditional defense lines and radically changing the rules of the battlefield. Today, there are only a handful of countries in the world that have achieved success in this field. Russia and China, as well as the United States and Turkey, have hypersonic missiles and are conducting intensive tests. There are also allegations that Japan, India, Australia, Germany, France, and North Korea are also testing hypersonic missiles. However, it is noteworthy that only the United States and Turkey have this capability in Europe, especially within the framework of NATO. Turkey's hypersonic missile efforts, focused on the Black Sea and regional defense, both add strength to the NATO defense architecture and create a deterrent shield against Russia. So, how will these initiatives affect the security balances in the region? How will they shape the stability in the region and the Black Sea against Russia? Turkey has become one of the most remarkable countries in recent times, especially in terms of its 5th-generation unmanned fighter jets, drone-carrying ships, state-of-the-art ammunitions, and powerful missile stockpile. In fact, Turkey has recently developed a hypersonic missile that even the United States and the NATO wing acknowledge the success and unstoppability of this missile. First of all, we will discuss Turkey's hypersonic missile Tayfun, which the United States and NATO cannot stop talking about. Tayfun ballistic missile, developed by Roketsan as Turkey's first short-range ballistic missile, will be transformed into a family with different variants. The target is a range of 2,000 kilometers. Yes, you did not hear wrong. With the Tayfun hypersonic missile, Turkey will have the capacity not to allow any elements of the Russian Air Force in the Black Sea. This naturally attracts the attention of the West and the United States. 180 countries, Turkey has become a major defense power, United States media outlets said, commenting that the Tayfun ballistic missile is not intercepted by most of the air defense systems. Even NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte praised Turkey's achievements. With all the focus on Turkey's Tayfun hypersonic missile, it is natural to assume that Russia is closely following the situation. Kremlin leader Vladimir Putin probably knows that the S-500, S-400, Pantsir, and other air defense systems are insufficient to intercept Tayfun missiles. But is the Tayfun hypersonic missile capable of intimidating its rivals? In early February, the third test firing of the Tayfun ballistic missile, developed by Roketsan as Turkey's first short-range ballistic missile within the scope of the Tayfun Missile System Development Project, was carried out. Making statements at IDEX 2025, Roketsan General Manager Murat Ikinci also announced that the Tayfun missile will have new variants with different capabilities. Stating that the last firing tests of Tayfun were very successful, Mr. Ikinci emphasized the technological development and the superior precision offered by the missile. He stated that Tayfun can reach the target with surgical precision and that this success is an important step towards making Turkey one of the leading countries in the world in ballistic missile technologies. Mr. Ikinci also stated that Tayfun will continue to develop not just as a missile, but as a family of technologies. According to Murat Ikinci's statements, the Tayfun hypersonic missiles to be developed in the future will have multiple blocks, different ranges, and different warheads. When all of them come together, Tayfun will actually make a name for itself as a ballistic missile family. Turkish President Erdogan has stated that they will increase the stock of 800-kilometer missiles and develop 2,000-kilometer missiles. Roketsan's official Tayfun brochure lists the missile's range as 280 kilometers or more. However, it should be noted that the range information of such strategic ballistic missiles is not openly shared with the public. Short-range ballistic missile systems, like the Tayfun, usually have a range of 300 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers. On the other hand, during the third firing test of the Tayfun, Navtex was issued for an area of over 700 kilometers in the Black Sea. In the first firing test, it was announced that the missile reached a range of 561 kilometers. Probably the maximum range of Tayfun has reached over 1,000 kilometers. In addition to its range, this incredible Turkish hypersonic missile has very striking and remarkable features. The Tayfun missile is characterized as a highly reliable missile system that will have an impact on deep targets. Like other types of missiles, this missile is not affected by air defense system threats thanks to its cruise speed reaching hypersonic levels, and its high hitting accuracy prevents unwanted damage situations, in addition to providing logistical convenience and operational flexibility, such as the Tayfun missile's short firing readiness time and the ability to rapidly shift firepower. The system also offers a high level of electronic warfare resistance against global positioning system jamming. In addition, Thanks to its low environmental sensitivity, the Typhoon missile can operate in all weather conditions, day and night. It is claimed that the missile weighs exactly 2.5 tons. The Typhoon missile entered mass production in 2023 and became the apple of the Turkish Air Force's eye. There are many more missile types in the Turkish Air Force, such as the Typhoon, which has become indispensable for Turkey. Domestic missiles developed by the Ankara-based defense industry company Roketsan ensure the country's national security, together with many important air and naval systems. One of these is the TRG-300 guided missile. With a range of 20 to 120 kilometers or 12 to 74 miles, this missile can be fired at even the most distant targets in less than 5 minutes. Similarly, the TRG-230 has a slightly reduced range of up to 70 kilometers, but is distinguished by its cost-effectiveness and optional laser seeker warheads. Meanwhile, the TR-122 artillery missiles can be effective on targets up to 28 kilometers away, but their high accuracy ensures that civilian casualties are minimized. Similarly, the TRLG-122 laser-guided missile with a range of up to 30 kilometers can pinpoint targets with its laser seeker. The CNRA multi-barrel rocket launcher system can fire with high accuracy and timing at targets up to 280 kilometers away, including air defense systems, radar bases, command and control systems, logistics facilities, and others. TR-107 and TR-122 artillery missiles can fire continuously at any time of the day and neutralize targets in any operation. The TR-122 and TRB-122 missiles should also be mentioned. Both missiles can be fired from a wide range of MLRSs, providing operational flexibility and rapid deployment. The T-106-122 MLRS provides the user with effective fire support for maneuvering troops against high-priority targets in all weather conditions, day or night, and its battery allows the system to perform independent missions. In addition, the parachute-equipped version of the TR-122 rocket uses signal jammers and cameras instead of conventional warheads, and its protruding front part allows the engine to be separated and the payload to slide with the parachute open. Now let's talk about the Karat Maka surface-to-surface long-range cruise missile. This missile is a jam-resistant ammunition that can be fired from a tactical ground vehicle and is planned to be used against fixed ground targets with a maximum operational range of 280 kilometers. The Tanak missile, a 120mm laser-guided anti-tank cannon that can be fired from tanks without any modifications, offers a highly accurate and cost-effective solution on the battlefield with a range of over 6 kilometers. Meanwhile, the UMTAS-LUMT-ASGM Air to surface anti-tank guided missile system is one of the most important types, with a range of 15 kilometers for airborne platforms and 20 kilometers for airborne platforms used against targets beyond line of sight without being detected. The two configurations include image processing, infrared seeker, and semi-active laser seeker heads. The OMTAS medium range anti-tank missile system, which is effective against armored targets, can operate in all weather conditions, day and night, and its range reaches 4 kilometers thanks to its infrared imaging capable seeker. In addition, the LOMTAS laser, guided medium-range anti-tank weapon system, is powerful against armored threats with its armor-piercing warhead. The missile can lock onto the target before or after firing, making it highly effective against moving targets, and its own tripod platform for launching allows it to be used on land platforms with open or closed turret integration. With a maximum range of 2.5 kilometers, 1.5 miles, the Karyok short-range anti-tank guided missile is capable of attacking both fixed and moving targets, tanks, and other armored and combat vehicles. We should also consider the KMCU tactical missile system, which has a 360-degree rotation capability and high mobility. This missile can be controlled from inside or outside the vehicle to which it is attached, and has infrared and laser-guided warheads. The 105-155mm howitzer ammunition range correction kit has a multi-fuse function as an alternative to the standard fuses used in unguided artillery ammunition, and the data link infrastructure allows the kit to track multiple ammunition in the air and transmit commands instantly. On the other hand, among Rocketsan's airborne systems, the SOM air-land missile stands out, which can be used against heavily defended targets on land and at sea, and can go beyond the range of air defense missile systems. The Tabor High Precision Guidance Kit is integrated into the Mk-81 and Mk-82 bombs to increase their strike capabilities against moving and stationary targets, while the Lasin Smart Guidance Kit increases their capabilities by using an imaging infrared seeker and tactical data link for the Mk-82 bomb. The UAV-230 air-land ballistic supersonic missile, on the other hand, is used as a psychological warfare tool as it has a long range of 150 kilometers and can hit targets from far away without encountering enemy threats. The MAMT Smart Munition is highly destructive in air-surface missions and was developed for unmanned aerial vehicles and light attack aircraft, and can augment the capabilities of various warheads. For example, the MAMT uses an IIR imaging infrared seeker warhead, allowing the user to deploy the munition even in the harshest conditions, while the MAMC laser-guided mini-smart munition can be used against human targets, vehicles, and other surface targets at a relatively short range of 8 kilometers. Let's turn to Roketsan's laser-guided long-range anti-tank missile system, LUMTAS. This system is a high-precision armor-piercing weapon used against moving and stationary targets. The Javelin laser-guided missile is a cost-effective solution against lightly armored and unarmored targets, including surface, naval, and air vehicles. Similar to the Javelin missile, the Alpagut Smart Roaming Ammunition System can be used against fixed and moving targets at sea and on water, including critical facilities such as command centers and human targets, with a range of 60 kilometers. Let's talk about Roketsan's naval systems. Barbaros is a coastal defense system that can fire Atmaka and Chakir long-range cruise missiles integrated into a mobile vehicle battery, and whose operations and missions can be directed by a command and control vehicle. Meanwhile, the Akya and Orca torpedoes provide high speed and long range, and can be guided internally and externally via fiber optics. The latter, Orca, was developed entirely with domestic capabilities. As for the Temrin long-range anti-tank missile system, this system is used to integrate anti-tank missiles into Seahawk helicopters and to supply guided missiles. In addition, this missile system is equipped with an integrated weapon management system and sonar, while the anti-submarine warfare rocket and launch system has a range of 2 kilometers and is incredibly effective against underwater targets up to 300 meters deep. Speaking of all these, it is important to take a look at Turkey's air defense systems. First of all, let's take the Cyper air defense system. Roketsan's Cyper long-range air and missile defense system enables Allied troops to survive the war by limiting